Hey, I'm KDB, and today's workout will target your core, your torso, and all of the intrinsic stabilizers that help support your vital organs. Today's mantra is, I am confident. The energy center that lies in your core is about self-confidence and self-worth, and hopefully, at the end of this 20-minute segment, you'll feel so much stronger and more committed to that confident you. So we'll start in child's pose. Bring your knees to the edges of your mat. Child's pose helps ground you and stretch out your torso. Breathe in. Slow breath out. You can always stay here, or to warm up more through the sides of your body, wiggle your fingertips up and over to the right edge of your mat. You'll feel a lengthening through the left side of your body as you tilt up and over. Great. If your elbows lift off the ground, awesome. That'll stretch more through the sides of your body. Visualize someone pulling your fingertips up and towards the right edge of your mat. Same thing, let's walk it all the way over to the other side. Wiggle your fingertips up and over to the left. Lengthen out of your entire side body. And send your breath all the way through the right side. Find the same length on the left side. Come back to center. Press to a tabletop pose, and we'll take cow pose. Drop your belly and look up to the sky. Stretch your chest forward. Feel your entire chest open. And then exhale, cat pose. Look at your belly button. Dome and hollow out your core as if someone was zipping up a tight pair of jeans. Ha! And then inhale, cat pose. Look up, or cow rather. Exhale, cat. Dome and curl. One more time. Breathe in, cow. Exhale, cat. Core stabilization, come back to a neutral spine so everything's flat. Kick your right leg straight back behind you. Bend your right knee out towards the right as if you were a dog peeing on a tree, right? Hold it there. Stay there as option one. Option two, take your left arm out to the side like you were flying like an airplane. Yeah. Use all of those intrinsic stabilizers to hold you steady. And if you fall out, cool, come right back in. It means it's working. The higher you can lift your leg, the more intense it becomes on your core muscles. Reach your left arm out to the side. Deep breath in. Bring your elbow to meet your knee underneath of you at your belly button. Yeah, and then all the way open to the right. Try it again. Open like shutter doors. Then exhale back in. You've got 15 seconds here. Take it as slow as you need to feel stable through that space where you're building confidence and protecting very important places on your body. Press out of the ground with your right fingertips. Lengthen and lift. Every time you exhale, especially in this practice today, imagine you were zipping up a corset. Remove all the air, and so that you singe in your waistline. Last one's the best one. Hold it. Great. And then tabletop pose. Release. Switch. Kick your left leg out to the side. Bend it. Hold with your bent leg. And then reach your right arm out to the side. Already, this is really hard to hold, so give yourself some credit for trying. Stay here. Option one. Option two, elbow to knee connection. Curl and round in. You've got that same 15-second movement. If your sides are different, totally fine. That's really normal. Lengthen out and pull in. Understand that we're building equanimity between your sides, but it's not natural to have your sides be the same. One is typically a little bit more balanced and strong than the other. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog all the way back. Pike your hips. Bend your knees. Pedal out your feet. Great. To get a nice twisting sensation, take your right hand and reach underneath of you for your left shin. Down dog twist. Look up under your left armpit. Twist from your torso. Press your heels down and back. Press out of the ground with your left fingertips. The more you pull with your right arm, the deeper twisting sensation you'll receive. Come back to center and switch your arms opposite side. Left arm reaches for the outer of your right shin. Reach so far behind you that you feel your ankle or your calf, And then peekaboo your gaze. Keep your hips level so the twist comes from your torso. Then you'll feel a nice stretch on the outer muscle, your IT band, the connective muscle between your quad and your hamstring. Come back to center. Good. Look forward and shift into a high plank pose. Plank pose is one of the best core exercises, and especially if you're pregnant or working on building stability through your core muscles, this is one of the safest and best full body workouts for you right here. Come so far forward that you're on your tippy toes, and then press away from the ground so you activate your chest, drive your low belly up and in towards your spine. Hover your right toes, breathe in, bring your right knee to your nose and hold there for 3, curl in like you're doing a crunch on your back for 2, step it all the way through to a low lunge, but take your core and use your core to step your foot through. Bend and straighten your front leg, create space for a moment. Good. Core work. Lift up, crescent lunge. Stack shoulders right over your hips. Breathe in. Hands to your heart in prayer and revolve to the right. Hinge your left elbow outside of your right thigh. Remember, you can always drop to your back knee. Look up over your right shoulder. Level through the heel of your foot. The right foot specifically. So here's some standing core work for you. Micro bend your left knee just to feel the deeper twist. Then inhale, come back to crescent. Reach your arms up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, revolve to the right. Keep that same movement pattern. Inhale to crescent. Reach back up. Exhale, revolve to the right. You can micro bend the left knee, especially to get deeper in the twist. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, revolve. You've got 15 seconds to play with the movement. Arms up to the sky. And then revolve over to the right. Twist and deepen. Feel your entire torso work to stabilize you, to feel connected to your breath. Last 5. Can these last 3 be the best twists you've done all day? Really twisting and detoxifying for 2. And 1, look forward, step into chair pose. Feet touch, inhale your arms forward like you're reaching for something. Exhale, this time revolve to the left, hinge and twist. Inhale, reach your arms forward, chair pose. Revolve to the right. You're on your own, reach forward, breathe in. Revolve to the left. Every time you revolve, take your elbow as far up towards your butt cheek as you can. Press your elbow into your outer thigh to twist you into the movement pattern. Arms up and you twist. Stay low in your chair to activate your legs, or if your low back's bothering you, you can always stand up in the middle like mountain pose and then come back into it. You've got 15 seconds. If you stay in that chair, it's going to work your quads, hamstrings, and glutes a little deeper. As low as you can for that optimal burn through the lower body. Or you can find a nice extension at the top to open your hips. Last 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Take a big breath in. Forward fold, reach for your toes. Pause there for a moment. Let your face touch your shins. Halfway lift in your spine. Pull your belly in. So this is a really important movement for your core. Bring your palms to tickle your shins, just touching lightly. Retract your shoulder blades back and then pull your belly in. Tip your butt cheeks back. Squeeze your shoulders back and down towards your hip bones. Good. This is movement 1. Inhale, forward fold, lower down. Then exhale, halfway lift. Ha. Inhale, forward fold, breathe in as you lower. Exhale, halfway lift. Ha. Inhale. And exhale. We're reversing that yogic breath. You're on your own 15 seconds so that actually in the deadlift part of it, you singe your waistline, pull your core muscles all the way up and in. Last 10. This is a great strengthener for your low lumbar spine. If you're someone with low back issues, this will help strengthen. Just your own body weight helps strengthen that low back. The lever that pulls you up and down. Last 4, 3, 2, and high plank pose. Step it all the way back. Good. Strong in your plank. It wouldn't be core work without forearm plank, so drop all the way down, strong on your forearms. Hips level with your shoulders. Inhale, dip your hips over to the right. You can stack your feet to make it a little bit more intense or keep them like scissors out wide. Inhale back to center and then all the way over to the left. Come back to center, exhale. Inhale to the side, exhale to center. You'll want to exhale on the exertion, so you figure out the part for you that's a little bit harder. Maybe that is the dipping low or the lifting high. Dip so low with your hips that it's a struggle to pick your obliques and your hips back up. Your obliques have to work hard to pick your legs back up. Your knees are always a great option here. You've got 15 seconds side to side. Aim for your elbows to stay on the ground so the rotation comes from your hips. Great, Tabby. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. A little faster. 2 more on each side. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Great. Downward facing dog. Pike it all the way back. Shift forward to a high plank. Left toes hover. Core stability. You're just playing with your balance. Let's get curious about what keeps you balanced. Hips down in line with shoulders. Breathe in. Elbow or left knee to your nose. Curl it in. Hold, 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 hold. Use your core to step through low lunge. Awesome. Inhale, crescent lunge. Restack. Arms up, belly in. Track your knee out towards your pinky toe. Press your right hip forward and drive your core muscles in. Breathe in. Revolve to the left. You'll stay in that prayer twist. Watch that your knee still stays out in line with your pinky toe to the best of your ability. If it knocks in, it has the potential to twist from your lower body rather than your mid-torso, what we're aiming for. Stay here, micro bend your back knee to deepen in your twist. Look up over your left shoulder. Okay, let's go for it. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach your torso back up. Exhale, revolve and twist. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach it back up. Exhale, revolve and twist. You're on your own. You've literally got 2 exercises left standing on your feet. So let's really earn getting onto your back. Utilize the left heel for stability. Squeeze the muscles of your right leg, your quad and hamstring. Squeeze them up into the femur bone. As you twist, exhale all the air out like you're a wet towel wringing out that last drop of liquid. It's so good for your organs, especially your digestive tract, giving it a little bit of a massage and cleanse. Last 4. Remember, picking up your pace, going a little faster will help increase the intensity. Last 2. And 1. Step all the way forward, mountain pose, arms up. Good, hands to your heart. Step your feet wide, balance into your left leg, and lift your right knee to hover. Take it out to the side as if you were doing a plie or a frog. Breathe in. Exhale, take your right elbow to your knee and crunch. Inhale, tap your toes down. Exhale, right elbow to knee. Tap your toes down, right elbow to knee. Stay there to exaggerate the movement. Your arms go up to the left. Exhale, twist to the right. Arms to the left, twist to the right. The biggest add-on here would be no tapping of the right toes. They just hover the whole time. Balance and stability through the left. Standing core work on the right. Oftentimes when you think about your core, you think about that 6-pack or the 8-pack, right? The rectus abdominis. But here we're moving all the core stabilizers, the muscles that connect your limbs to your torso. Last 15, pull and lengthen in. If you're someone that knows what a resistance cable is, right, take a hold of that resistance cable. Imagine it's in your left hands or your hands up to the left and pull it down towards your knee. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch it to the other side. Balance in the other foot. Breathe in. Left knee to left elbow. Tap your toe down. Left knee to left elbow. Or reach and pull. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. So if you're sending your attention to your core muscles, see if every time you exhale you can really crunch in and make this as if you were holding a 50-pound weight in your hands. See your body getting stronger. I am strong. What are the words that are going through your head that help you build that self-worth and confidence in this pose? Last 4, 3, 2, we'll put it all together, mountain pose. Option 1, hands to heart, and you just switch. Left, right, or we'll get a little cardio burst, high knees. Knees go up to your chin. We're just here 15 seconds, then we're back to your hands and onto your back. So pick up your pace, spike your heart rate, get it up, get it up, get it up. Let's get into that optimal fat burn zone, anaerobic state. We're depriving the body of oxygen. 5, 4, 3, 2, mountain pose. Breathe in. Reach for the ground and fold. Breathe in halfway up. Step back to high plank and drop to your forearms for our last time here. So here you'll parallel your forearms with the top of your mat, crisscross your arms like a shield. Good. Forearm side plank, lift your right arm high to the sky. Knees are an option, or hip dips. Inhale, dip your hips down towards the mat. Then exhale, power your hips up. Inhale, dip down. Exhale, power your hips up. You're on your own. Remember, the lower you dip, the more your obliques have to work to pick them back up. Dip low and lift high. Dip low, lift high. Power up to the sky with all of your core strength. Gaze up at your top elbow to make it just a little bit more intense, even through your cervical muscles and your neck. Last 4, 3, 2, hold at the top, hold at the top. Take your top hand and tap your right leg. Ha! Inhale, lower. Exhale, tap. Remember, your butt can be on the ground if you need, or both legs lift off the ground. Both legs are stable and your hips are off the ground. 4, 3, great variation, Shakira. 2, and 1. Come back forward, lay on your belly, and just look to the right. Let your hands rest beside you. Good. Tap into your heartbeat. You've got 3 breaths to recover. So your core is not just your belly, which is definitely a part of it, but it's also your back. So we'll take it here down to back extensions. Fingertips behind your ears. Kiss the mat, breathe in. Exhale, lift everything up and off the mat. So shoulders and thighs. Hover your thighs off the ground. Great. Inhale, kiss the mat. Exhale, lift everything off the mat. Inhale, kiss. Exhale, lift. The higher you can charge your legs up off the mat, the more you'll work your low back. Building flexibility through the front line of your body. Imagine you're crunching into the small of your back, just like you would do a crunch when you were seated. The sensation you'd feel in your core, aim for that sensation in your back. You've got 15. Toes fly off the ground. Elbows are wide. Your chest lifts up. Last 4, 3. Get some big height like you're flying, like you're skydiving. 2, and 1. Right forearm to the ground, left arm high for forearm side plank. If you stayed on your right hip on the other side, you can stay there. Hip dips up and down. Lift and lengthen out of the ground. It's going to feel awkward at first, especially if you've never done these before. No matter what, it's working so strong in your obliques. Even if you're just getting an inch down to the mat or like 10 inches, the more flexible you build in your hips, the more strong your outer abs get as well. Lift up and lengthen your gaze towards your left hand for the last 10. Push it, push it. There's nothing more on your forearms after this. Last 8. Ha! Open mouth exhales. 4. I am confident in my core. Last 2. Hold at the top. Here it is. Either tap your left toes with your left hand. Your butt can be on the ground if you need. Great. Lift and lengthen. Butt is up. Hips are high. Last 4. Toning this is now your outer thighs and where your leg inserts into your torso for 2. And 1. Reach your arms back behind you. Look to the left. Relax your gaze. Hands by your sides. Back work, reach your arms straight in front of you. These are called swimmers. If you have any shoulder impingement, you can bring your hands out to the sides just like it was before. Lift everything off the ground, arms and legs as high as you can like you're skydiving. Now just lift your right arm and your left leg higher and then switch. And then switch. And then switch. Switch. You're on your own 15 seconds. These get really intense, but they're so amazing for your upper back, your lower back, the back of your legs where your glute, your butt cheek meets your hamstring, that extra beautiful shelf. Let's go for 4, 3, lift higher, higher. Pull your low belly in to support your back 2, and 1. Press yourself to a tabletop pose. Come all the way around, put your legs straight out in front of you. Let's finish up with some belly up core work. Great, boat pose. So grab behind your thighs, sit up nice and tall in your spine, pull behind your knees, your toes can always be on the ground. Chest up, butt up, hold it, hold it, hold it. So Tabitha's showing you a great option, holding behind her knees. If you'd like to advance it, your arms can reach out to the side, just like Mike does, or even higher, reach your arms and legs as straight as you can. This is only if you have no low back pain, and if your chest can press forward at the same time. This is awesome. 15 seconds here, then we're taking it to bicycle boat. Everything's shaking. This is a good sign. When that muscle starts to shake, that's muscle fiber tearing. Talk to your core. I am confident, I am strong. Hands to your heart, take your right elbow to left knee, and then switch, and then switch. If you have low back issues, or if this hurts your tailbone, you can always roll down to your back and do regular bicycles. Otherwise, stay here. Let your obliques rip and shred. The side muscles, side to side. Press your chest forward, squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll all the way down to your back. Take a full body stretch. Parallel your knees over your hips. Good. Your knees will never come past 90 degrees. Reach your arms back behind you. Breathe in. Roll up and tap your ankles. Your knees stay exactly where they are. You don't have to move any closer. Your arms are just doing the work. So this is your belly. Good. Inhale, arms back behind you. Exhale, roll up and aim to tap your ankles. You probably won't be able to touch them. Reach back, breathe in. Exhale, tap. This is level 1. To add on, as you reach your arms back, your legs go long as well. They hover off the ground. Great. Mike's giving a great example over here on the side. Inhale, lengthen back, and then exhale, reach up. Knees never passing the hip line. He's doing all the lift from his upper body, so his abs rip and shred to lift up. Great. If at any point in these crunches your neck starts to hurt, pain is different than stress, right? If you feel a little bit of stress in the muscle, your neck muscles have to get strong just like your core muscles do too. So utilize the strength that you're building here, and remember that your neck's going to get stronger as well as your core. 4, 3, 2, let's give your neck a break. Legs straight to the sky. Awesome. Hands by your sides. Exhale, lift your hips straight up, hip lifts. Inhale, hover them down. Exhale, lift your hips straight up, hover them down. The tendency is to want to bring your toes towards your face. Just go straight up and down to the sky. Good, straight up and down. Little baby pulses, up and down. Imagine you were balancing a block on your foot, so that block, it would go straight up to the sky. You could balance it as you were pressing it up. This is level 1. Stay here. You're working that low belly, all of that V, that transverse abdominis in the low belly. Or let's target the sides as well, like a hula hoop. As you lift your legs, twist your legs to the right, and then twist them to the left. Then twist them to the right, then twist them to the left. Your head stays on the ground this whole time. Twist and lengthen left, twist and lengthen right. Awesome. You're still balancing that imaginary block or cup of water on top of your feet, and as you twist, you're utilizing all of the low belly, all of your stabilizers. 4. I am stronger than the burn. Last 2. And 1. Level your knees back to a 90 degrees, fingertips behind your ears. Traditional bicycles. Take your right elbow to your left knee, and then exhale, switch. Your legs are pumping like you're riding a bicycle up a hill. Dig your heels forward, pump side to side. Awesome, Tabby. Watch your knees that they stay in line with your hip. Ask your torso to lift up higher to touch your knee. Take your elbow to your knee rather than your knee to your elbow. Keep going 15 seconds. Maybe you pick up your pace to amplify the intensity, or lift both of your shoulders off the ground. No shoulders get a break. 4, 3, 2, hold your right knee to your left elbow. Hold it there. And now reach both hands for your left ankle. Pulse, 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 pulse. Flex your toes. You're still riding that imaginary bike up the hill. Pulse towards your ankle. Right foot can always be on the ground, or to make it harder, it can hover. 10, 9, lift, 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 lift. You've got it. You've always been able to do this. Become your favorite person. 4, 3, 2, bicycles back to it. Right, left, right, left. 10, 8, 6. You know what's about to come. 4, 2, pause. Reach towards your right ankle. Reach, reach, reach. Your head gets a break after this. Reach. Left foot can hover off the ground. If it feels intense on your hip flexor, you can always hover your leg at a 45 as well. It doesn't have to be parallel to the earth. Reach, 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 reach. 4, higher. Touch your ankle, your ankle, your ankle. 3, 2, and 1. Full body stretch. Last component, arms straight up to the sky, or rather legs straight up to the sky. You're going to put everything together. So it's a hip lift, lift your legs up, and then inhale, lower your legs towards the mat. Exhale, lift your hips up, lower your legs towards the mat. The majority of us, the legs are only going to go about 45 degrees because you want your low back to stay connected to the mat. The core work becomes every time you lower your legs, can you keep your low back in the mat? Press your low back in the mat. Lift up and lengthen, low back in the mat. Press your heels to the sky. Awesome. 15 seconds. This is it. Then we cool it down. We get a nice stretch. Lift up and lengthen. Press up. Heels go straight to the sky rather than towards your face. Your legs are like this strong lever. 4. Last 3. I am confident in my body. 2. And 1. Good. Hug your knees to your chest. Stir them around like a pot of soup. Around and around. And then the opposite direction. Take it the other way. Let's take bridge pose. Plant your feet under your knees. Press your hips straight to the sky. If wheel pose is something that you like to do in your practice and you already know what that is, go for it. You can take wheel. Otherwise, stay here. Drive your chest up towards your chin and feel your legs support you. Your heels drive in. This is getting a sweet release for your core muscles. Relax your glutes if you're in bridge or wheel. Great. Then slow and steady, tuck everything in, roll all the way down. Pull your knees to your chest. Give yourself some serious love. Kiss your knees. And then open into Shavasana, just like a corpse pose. Reset your spine for 5 breaths. Confident in your core. The strength that you've built today, all the way through the musculature of your torso. It's a metaphor, right? You can do crunches all day, but hopefully from this practice, you get to leave this mat, leave this 20 minutes stronger and more connected to your self-worth, proud of what you did here on your mat today. Breathe in, slow breath out.